Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today, man, we are talking about something absolutely absurd, man. I mean, we've seen some of these kind of instances pop up online over the years. I think most notably, anyone who's done something like this would be Belle Delphine. If you don't remember, she was selling like her gamer girl bath water in these mason jars or whatever for like a ridiculously marked up price. And was just making more money doing that than like your parents with a college degree probably would at work, right? Just making an absurd amount of money. I can't even remember, but it was something crazy, but everything kind of, I guess, finds a way. History repeats itself, right? And, well, history is definitely repeating itself in this instance here. So today we're going to be taking a look at a female reality TV star who has admittedly made $70,000 in a week by selling her farts to strangers. And I'm not even kidding when I say that. She basically, I don't know how this whole thing works. It must be like the Brat Factory, right? Like, I guess, squat over the jar. You spread your Hershey circle wide open, and you just tap a little poot off into a jar, you know, bottle it up, and then, you know, next thing you know, you're selling it for fucking $800 on the internet. I don't know how it works, okay? It's phenomenal, but I don't get it. Like, do you open a Shopify for this? Like, I don't know, man. But anyway, that is the topic of today's video, and I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you guys, it's definitely quite interesting. The things we're gonna read, I've already pre-read this article, the things we're about to read are absolutely insane, okay? Just to even say this in a public setting, I feel like it's just crazy, man. I mean, let me go ahead and pose the question right here. Like, how do you guys tell your parents this, right? Like, for the women out here who are selling your farts and your gamer girl bath water and all this, how do you explain this to your parents? Like, yeah, hey, mom and dad, I know you wanted me to go to college and be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that, but instead I found my real, true calling here on planet Earth. I actually fart in a jar and I sell it to some guy on the internet for 70 grand a month. I don't even know how that really would work. Like, I feel like dads are going to be passing out, you know what I'm saying, all across the planet as this continues to be a trend. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this article. So, a reality TV star has been raking in the cash with her bizarre side hustle, and it's not for the faint-hearted. Stephanie Matto built an impressive following on social media after she appeared on the show 90 Day Fiance. The show is kind of like Married at First Sight, where unlikely people are paired together to see whether they can walk down the aisle after spending 3 months together. With a much larger audience at her fingertips, she ended up getting into the professional farting game. I mean, I think that could really be the end of the video here, folks. Like, she's in the professional fucking farting game, you know? Like, if you hear that ever at that point, that is a symbol of inescapable mental illness in your area, right? Like, imagine, you know, you're at Starbucks, right? And, you know, you're having a casual convo, I guess, with a stranger, and they're like, yeah, man, you know, I work in data up at insert building. Pretty nice gig, 18 an hour and benefits, right? What do you do? Oh, well, I fart into jars and sell it to people on the fucking internet, right? Like, if someone told me this shit in public, like, I'd feel like I'm being trolled, right? I'd be looking, where's the cameras? Who's recording a fucking TikTok in Walmart today, right? So it details these shows. I've never seen either of these. I don't know anything really about 90 Day Fiance or Married at First Sight. I don't know. I don't really watch reality television all that much, right? Like, the only, I'll be open here. The only reality TV shows I can stand to watch are the people that, like, that make me feel better, right? Like, the people that I watch and they're being fucking goofy. Like, I like watching, like, swamp monsters, because these people just go around and, like, kill fucking crocodiles and crazy shit like that, and they're just, you know, just a bunch of old little hillbilly guys and whatnot just chilling out. I think that's fucking hilarious, right? They keep me cracked up. But anyway, yeah, so I've never seen any of this. I don't know who this person is, right? I've never heard of Stephanie a day in my life until I found out she was selling her farts on the internet. Yes, you read that correctly. Stephanie is now the proud seller of farts inside a jar. She bottles up her flatulence in a glass mason jar, seals the top shut, and then mails the package out to one of her supporters for a cheeky $1,400 Australian dollars each. I'm sorry, I messed that up. But Miss Matto explained how she gets her body ready to pump out a load of gas. She said she likes to eat some beans, the magical fruit, I hate that, a protein muffin, hard-boiled eggs, a protein shake, and some yogurt for breakfast. All those ingredients apparently combine in her stomach to not only produce a lot of flatulence, but also some proper pungent smells. But she's also started recently adding a nice little element to her product. I mean, this is just the diet of the insane. Like, if this isn't the most 1779 diet I've ever heard in my fucking life, like, it sounds like the shit that George Washington and the Founding Fathers were eating on their lunch break when they were writing the Declaration of Independence. Ah, jolly sire, let's go have some beans, a protein muffin, hard-boiled eggs. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Obviously, these are all foods that kind of, I guess, are known for making you kind of shit yourself a lot, right? So it would only make sense that you combine all of the top farting foods. I don't even know what the fuck to call them, man. Like, this is just, I don't know, it hurts my brain, but I just cannot imagine being in the same room as this woman. Like, if she's got a boyfriend or something like that, like, how does he fucking deal with this, right? Like, how do you deal with your girlfriend's stomach sounding like the instrumental to R.I.P. by Playboy Cardi after every meal she eats? Her stomach probably sounds like a high-speed car accident after she eats this shit. You could take audio of her stomach and put it over like the deep-sea creepy creature videos on YouTube and genuinely scare people. This woman has an automatic restraining order of 500 feet for everybody around her after she eats this shit. The first time that anyone smelled anything that actually came from this, they had to actually send in the fucking bomb squad from the local police force to make sure somebody wasn't building some sort of pipe bomb or something. I guarantee her stomach sounds like a 1986 Toyota stock truck that's never been upgraded or had any sort of work done on it whatsoever, right? Sounds like those fucking Honda Civics that idiots left to rev the engine on. Quote, I like to add in a little flower petals. I feel like they attach the scent and make it last longer. And when I'm finally finished with my jar, I like to leave a personalized note, she said. She revealed in a TikTok video that she made nearly 70,000 Australian dollars in a single week. Quote, working on my own adult-friendly platform these past few months has made me very aware of the different types of niches and markets that are out there, she explained in an interview with BuzzFeed. Quote, over the years, I've gotten a few messages from men and women wanting to buy my worn bras, panties, hair, bathwater, etc. I thought farts were super niche, but also something fun, quirky, and different. It's almost like a novelty item. Stephanie said that she gets bombarded with requests nearly every day and she's now trying to keep up with the demand. Most people would fart multiple times in a day, and not only do they do that without anyone else wanting to smell it, they certainly won't be getting paid for it. Yeah, and this really it boils down to one issue in all reality, okay? So, you know, I'm a guy, right? And nobody wants to buy a fucking jar with a guy's fart in it, right? Like, that's fucking nasty, you know? When men fart, it's like, oh, you know, he stunk the room up, but like, apparently if you're a semi-attractive woman, when you fucking fart, as long as you mix it with some rose petals and hard-boiled eggs at the bottom of a goddamn mason jar, you're worth 70 bands a month. I don't ever want to hear a feminist talk about equality ever again. I keep hearing shit about this, oh, the wage gap, oh, the wage gap. Yeah, let's talk about the fucking real wage gap, right? How many men do you know making 70 racks a month farting in jars? I mean, I would tell her to get down to business, but it seems like she's already fucking got one going here. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and do the conversion real quick because I want to see what this would equate to here in the United States in dollars. So, obviously, it's a completely different currency, the Australian dollar. And, well, it turns out that in American money, this is about, I think, 50,000 US dollars or so. Yeah, right here, $50,282 as of the most recent conversion values between the Australian and United States dollars. So, yeah, she's pretty much just making more than, like, 99% of the fucking population just farting in a jar. So, you know, if you guys have been waiting to, I guess, pull the trigger on that fucking business venture or whatever you've been thinking of, right? I mean, at this point, man, go for it, right? Like, anything can happen. Like, it's gotten to the point, man, where I'm starting to genuinely wonder, would people want, like, an Optimus gamer bottle or some shit like that where it's just urine? Like, what the fuck's going on here? I mean, people will just buy anything. So, I mean, yeah, we've all seen it, right? We all know what's going on here. She's making fucking ridiculous money farting in a jar, right? And I'm sure that there will be a huge moral debate around this, right? You know, everyone online likes to talk about these kinds of things. I feel like a lot of people, once they really kind of figure out this is going on, you know, they'll have some conversations about it. And it's kind of funny because she's like really open about this. I mean, she's posting the shit on her Instagram. She's posted TikToks about it, right? Like, she's not even trying to hide the fact that this is going on. And if I'm being honest, man, if I was making $70,000 a fucking week, simply, if you got to think about this, right? So to even convert that, if she made, what, 50,000 US dollars in a week, she's making like $200,000 a month, literally farting into a goddamn jar, okay? $200,000 a month. She could genuinely make like $2 million in a year doing this. Like, you have to wonder, did the inventors of capitalism think that this was ever a fucking potential for the whole system, right? Like, there are people out here literally just taking capitalism to its endgame by farting in jars. And it's the funniest shit ever to me, man, because let's be real here, okay? I don't know if I'm the fucking weird one for not wanting to buy a fart jar, okay? Color me fucking odd if that's me, man. If I'm the fucking weirdo for not wanting to buy this, go ahead and let me know. But anyway, bro, like, when you really think about it, who is buying this shit, man? Like, who are buying these? So let's go through the details here real quick, right? So, she's not super famous. Like, if this was Kim Kardashian or somebody like that, like, I would honestly understand people doing that because she's just so famous that, like, the odds, number-wise, just match up, right? Like, eventually someone will buy it, but she's selling these for 1,400 Australian dollars each. Like, she's not selling this to some, you know, fucking poor guy, right? Some dude working at Subway's not buying this shit. The only people I can think of who probably have $1,400 to just piss away on a fucking fart jar have to be like multi-millionaires, billionaires, people like that, right? So, and this is entirely conspiracy theory Optimus here, okay? Feel free to coin that for a later term as well. But what if we saw, like, Jeff Bezos buying this shit, man? Like, it's gotta be some rich people, bro. I mean, like, myself, bro, like, I could have $1,400 that I could never commit to anything else ever, and the last thing I would commit it to is a fucking fart jar, right? That just doesn't even cross my mind at all whatsoever, so it just makes me really wonder who and what and why and where and how and, you know, everything, man. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Because, like, let's get serious with it here real quick, man. What do you do, right? Like, let's say you go over to a friend's house. He's like, hey, yo, bro, let's come over, play some 2K or whatever. We'll go get something to eat after that, right? You come over to bro's house. You see this little mason jar on his shelf. And you're like, hey, what's in that, bro? Oh, actually, dude, that is the rose petals inside of my, fart jar. Yeah, I bought a fart jar from Stephanie Matto. She was on 90 Day Fiance. Oh, well, that's pretty cool, dude. So, how much did you pay for a jar of her fart? Oh, bro, you know, I only paid $1,400 plus shipping and handling. I really got a steal on this one, man. I'm calling the fucking cops. Like, come on, man. I don't know, bro. Like, I can never picture buying this, knowing anyone who'd buy this. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Honestly, though, good for her. Like I've said in, like, my OnlyFans videos and shit like that, I really can't blame somebody for going and getting the bag, man. Like, in all reality, anyone who could sell their farts for fucking $70,000 a week, dude, they would be doing I'd be at Taco Bell 3 times a day, ordering the same thing. I'd have, like, a scientific fucking analysis on the menu items, on what I need, the approximate time my cheeks need to hit the toilet in order to fucking get the gas flowing, bro. Like, I'd have it all planned out. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I cannot hate on somebody for going and chasing that kind of fucking check. That is life-changing money, obviously. I mean, you can literally afford to put your future kids through college through a couple months of doing this shit. I mean, who wouldn't do this, right? But it's just insane that this kind of market has popped up. Like, imagine going back to the creators of the internet and being like, in 35 years, your creation has women selling farts in jars on the internet. I feel like if shit like that happened, if we had time machines and could do that, the world would be vastly different than it actually is. So, with that being said, man, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, just not buying a fart in a jar, I'm sorry. And signing out.